Hey guys, hey, it's Aaron here from the new Antiquarian Studios. We are getting ready to do some filming today with our partner Lou Stokes for the Creators Content Club. So we're excited to talk to you guys about this. I know we've had a lot of questions, so we're finally going to give you guys a few answers to see. So without further ado, let's go check it out. Let's go, guys. Ready to do some video?
Yeah.
So I think first things first, if you get nervous on camera and you feel like you don't want to do it, you don't know how, I think we can all agree. We get nervous too, but the cool thing is we know you're going to get past it, and we're going to try to work to help you get past it better, and we're going to show you things we can do. So we are here to talk about the Creators Content Club. I don't know, what do you think? Do you guys want to talk about, like, why did we start this crazy thing?
So why did we start this crazy? Basically, because we're like-minded people, obviously, and we've worked together before, and we realized how well we all work together and how easy and seamless we are when we come together. So all of a sudden, this Creators Club came about, and also we saw the need for a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, and creatives that need photos, quality images for their social media, websites, podcast covers, all that kind of stuff that we all need, especially online businesses. So we saw a need for that and thought, well, why don't we do something together? So here we are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I know so many of you guys, if you've ever talked to me about photos, I always recommend working with a stylist, and so this was one of my goals, is to include that in all of my photo sessions, just because it makes such a difference. And so that's why we're super excited to work with Lou on this project, and I think why having a group of 3 is even greater, and you're going to get better images than just a one-off kind of photography session. So what is Content Creators Club, or Creators Content Club?
Yeah, so our club is really a group of businesses, brands, people coming together so that we can photograph you and you can have content. Because I know I have had several businesses in the past, and one of the things that we're always looking for is content. We've got to put content out there. We've got to show what our brand is, what our business is. We've got to show how we're growing, what we're doing, and really our images and how we present ourselves is one of the things that people first see, and how they meet us as business owners, as our brands, what products or services we're offering. And so it's really important to have incredible content. Content that represents us and what we're providing.
Yeah, exactly. And also, as well, Elizabeth and I have discussed, and with Aaron as well, how important it is to be at the forefront of your business. Definitely. So if you have all these images and you're not in any of them, no one's going to connect, because there's plenty of other people doing the same thing as you. So if you have more personal images of yourself, then people will start to connect more with you and see who you really are. And through those images, you can tell your story.
Yeah, exactly. And we open it for everyone, because if you do anything today, think about the rest of the afternoon or evening or whatever you do. Any service you look for, anything you do, what is the very first thing you do? The very first thing you do is you go online and you Google, you Yelp, you whatever, and you're making immediate decisions based off of how does your website look? Is it easy and welcoming? And when you see images of the person, do you trust them? It's so easy to look, whether it's a plumber, whether it's a business owner, whether it's a stylist, whether it's photographers. You need to identify and show your best, because people are already making that decision before they even get further. So I think even if you're not sure about it, even if you're wondering what the what the real value is, it's going to happen with or without you. You can either embrace it and get great photos, or you can say, oh, I'm going to leave it up to chance and let somebody else with great photos win. Because even with a lesser service, because they have more focused images and more images that are brand related.
Yeah, and also a lot of people ask about styling. Why do I need to be styled? But often a lot of people come to me, and also I know to Elizabeth and Aaron, saying, oh, I don't know what to wear.
Yeah.
And also we want to think about what we're wearing in these images, in photos and videos. One, because image speaks 1,000 words before we even say anything. So people are attracted to you through the image that you're projecting in a photo or a video. So that's just, massively important in itself. But also it's all about the small details and how you can refine and be more in line with yourself, your authentic self, and also your brand. So yeah, you can go and put your own thing on and do your own thing, but when you have a stylist, it really helps to refine and, you know, to really work on those small details that make all the difference when you see an image.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like we just were discussing earlier. So there's the broader scope of, is a stylist important in your life, which I think it is, because it's, your business is going to move past your photos. You're going to interact in daily life. You're going to show up to a business meeting, and you want to look as powerful and confident as you do in your photos in your real life. But in addition, the day of the photos, having all the little details looked after, whether it's a dress that you love that is nice and flowy, but the shape of it in a photograph isn't right, we're going to pull it in with a belt, or we're going to keep you moving. So we're going to adjust that day to make all of the special pieces, even if it's a piece that works for you and you love it, to make it also work in a photo. So it can be two different things, and that's why it's not just Lou, the stylist, on the front end helping you be more confident, but it's Lou the day of the event.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I think these sunglasses would look better, or ditch the sunglasses and go straight face.
Yeah.
So we're going to help with all those little details with this, which is why it's important to have a group.
Yeah.
A community.
Exactly. And how many of us have said, I'm not photogenic, I don't look good in front of the camera, and you get really nervous about what you're wearing, what your hair looks like, and that's why it's important to have a stylist, because she's going to be there to help us make sure that you're looking your best and feeling your most confident when you're in front of the camera, and you're most comfortable, which is helpful too.
And also that's the beauty of being in a group as well, because a lot of people said, oh, why are you doing it in a group? So a group of people, you know, you can meet new people. It's about creating community, networking, and also when you're in a group, it kind of takes the spotlight off yourself. So if you do
Just
feel
like
nervous, so if you do feel nervous and you really don't like being in front of the camera, then being in a group will kind of just make, you know, the atmosphere more lighthearted, and everyone's in the same boat, so you're all doing the same thing.
Exactly.
There's more banter and laughter going on and connection, so it just, you know, it makes it much more relaxed.
Yeah,
Exactly.
makes it natural. Yeah, and you can get a flow. And so I think, like, we were talking about ideas. I mean, like, one of the reasons we chose this instead of like a one-off service is because of that. It's because of the community and the group on the front end, that you get a chance to take photos and meet other people, learn about other people's businesses and brands. You get real-time feedback from other people. But then also the day of the event, you can relax. You can, like, if you don't want to go first, like, there's always somebody in the group that is like loves to go first and will really jump in and do that. But then also, I'm gonna lose my train of thought. See, even I get nervous. But so the other part is on community. Group photos. I was like, there's a really good reason that we chose to do this. Is group photos, because like so many of us, like if you're planning content for a quarter, it can't all just be like, hey, here's me on Paseo del Prado. Hey, here's me at the Louvre. Hey, here's me. Like sometimes you need interaction with other people.
Yeah.
And in this case, everyone is camera ready, and so everybody's gonna be there. And so it's a chance to kind of have natural looking photos. If you're a coach, it's fantastic. If you're a stylist or something like that, it's fantastic.
If you're a speaker, if you're looking to become a speaker, if you're growing your business in a certain way, we can tailor those photos to kind of meet your needs, and we'll have a whole group of people there that will be able to help us do that.
Yeah, because often when you're doing an event or a workshop, you don't always have someone there to take good photos of you, or the lighting's not that great. So this is a great way, to be able to showcase those types of events that you do. With other people that are ready.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So what are the other questions that we get? Why? So the other question we get is like, will my images look the same? Or like if I'm having, everybody's going to be there, will everybody's look the same? And so I think that's one of the reasons why we have two different photographers. And then we also have Lou. So each image should be specific to you and to your brand. And we're really working hard that, like, we'll talk with you prior to the event, we'll find out what's important to you. So one may be more funny and one may be more serious. So even though we're in the same location, we have the same light, you're gonna have two photographers, and you're gonna bring a different like presence to the images. And so we're really gonna try to help you do that. And then secondly is having two different photographers with two different eyes. And so we naturally gravitate to different things. We gravitate to like different types of light, to different poses and that kind of stuff. And I think as people, we're different people, so we're going to evoke kind of different conversations.
Yeah. And I mean, have you ever looked at people taking pictures around Madrid? They never look quite the same because you're different and you're going to bring a different energy and have a different look when you take the photos.
Yeah,
Because-
also,
yeah,
sorry,
right.
also what you're wearing as well is
gonna
gonna,
be
you know,
different,
it's gonna be
yeah.
totally different to the other person
Yeah.
as well. The textures and the colors. So
Exactly.
yeah, why 20 images? A lot of people have asked me
Yeah,
that.
that's a great question. And I literally just had a conversation with someone about this. So if you have, so we're going to be together for 2 to 3 hours maximum. If I give you 300 photos and I give you my entire card, you have to go through and you have to sort through. So it's going to take you an hour to download, and you're going to get all your photos. And you're going to sit and you're going to look through 300 photos, and you're going to wonder, I like this, I like that, I don't like this. And so, how long does it take you? If you take 10 seconds to go through every photo, you're spending an entire days.
Yeah.
So we go through, we help edit. So we help select the ones that we think are going to look good for your image. We're going to select the ones that look good with the light, and then we're going to edit those. And so for us, it's a manageable amount that we can give you really high quality photos. That if there's like a little piece that we need to tidy up in the environment, if it's a distracting sign or if it's like something else, we're going to go through and deliver like well edited, high quality images. And then,
Yeah, and also it saves you time.
yeah,
because,
you have 20 images that you can use at will.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like,
yeah, and you have to decide.
Which-
That's
which
often
It
the
also
hard one
gets
as well.
repetitive, right? You can't just have 300 of the same area images on your Instagram feed
True.
or on your website. You need a diversity, right, of images. And so if you had 300 images, you would never be able to use all of those
Yeah.
for
Yes.
your brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, I've got thousands of images that will never see the light of day sitting on my computer right now. So,
So how do people sign up?
yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna
So
do a
you-
mastermind.
You can go to our website at thenewantiquarians.net, and there is actually a tab that says T&Q Studios and the Creators Content Club, and there's a form there that you can fill out that just gives us some basic information about you, and then you'll get one of the three of us will email you back because we want this to be a very personal thing. We want to talk to you via email first and get to know you, and then we'll move on to the next steps about that. So there's not going to be any auto emails. It's going to be directly communication from one of us.
Yeah, definitely. And then, so after you sign up, then they will schedule a call, like you said, like 3 weeks out.
Yeah, so 3 weeks before the date, we do a 60-minute style and business alignment call. So we get in line with your style, you get aligned more with your brand, your business, so that we can really get looks together that really work for you and project the image that you aspire to project for you and your business. So we do that, and then I ask you to send me 5 different looks. I critique and give feedback on those, and then you go away and do any of the modifications that you need to do, and then you come back to me with 3 looks, and then I have a look at them, give any last feedback or critique, and then we're ready to roll.
Cool. Yeah, and for Elizabeth and I, we'll be on a portion of that call as well, and we'll go through some of the basics. So we're gonna share with you whatever the theme is for this this particular set. We'll share with you some ideas. We'll share with you some different poses. We'll share with you our philosophy of photography so that whenever we ask you to do certain things, you'll understand ahead of time. And so we'll help you with eyes, connecting with the camera. We'll help you kind of dial in some expressions and give you some homework. So we'll send you home and let you practice a few expressions so that when you show up the day of the event, the photos are going to be the photos that you see in magazines and other stuff, and the photos that you're going to see in your head. So we'll definitely coach you a little bit on that.
Yeah.
And then,
Yes.
so I think so the day of the event, that's what I was going to say we can do. So the day of the event, people will show up. We'll do just a quick, everybody meet each other. We'll kind of survey the day. We'll talk about how everything's going, make sure everybody's there. And then we'll kind of split into 2 groups. And so usually it's a group between 5 and 6 people. So we'll split, and Elizabeth and I will take a group each direction, and we'll kind of do different setups. And then we'll switch those groups, and then we'll do some different setups. And then if we have time, we'll do one more setup like that.
Yeah.
So you can potentially get 4 to 6 different setups. And then if anyone needs group photos at the end or during that time, at the end of each kind of setup, we'll do one. If you need a group and you want to do, if you're a tour guide and you need a couple people there, then we'll set those people up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll be there also, helping, assisting. I'll bring, bags, sunglasses, hats and stuff with me in case, certain things looks better, or you want to put a belt on, or different sunglasses. We can share.
I know. Yeah,
Share
so you
size.
can also swap with other people and be like, oh, I really like those glasses. I'm going to
Yeah.
use those for my
Yeah.
photo. So yeah. So any other? I think there was one other. Oh yeah. So yeah, I had one other thing I wanted to talk about. So if you guys don't mind. The other thing we talked about was we talked about professional images before, And the other thing that these are great for are stock images. So they're going to be great for Instagram, they're going to be great for Facebook, they'll probably be great for your website. You'll be able to change those out throughout the year, so it won't be the same thing on your Facebook. You can be excited to change your banner and get all the likes and excitement off of that. But also, if you're doing a presentation,
Yes.
we're going to work in some shots that will be like you doing something that you do, or you with your computer, you know, in the streets of Madrid, or you doing your thing, so that when you're giving a presentation, it doesn't have to be the same stock photos that you see that people aren't identifying with. Like, it's going to be you at your computer. So when people see you working from a cafe, it's you. And so it kind of demonstrates your personal brand, and that you care enough to be personal even in your presentations and stuff. So that's my 2 cents on stuff.
No, it's true though. You need to, I think what's important is having personalized images so that they're about you when you're presenting your brand. Because I know it's really scary to be the faces of our brands. That can seem intimidating, but it's so important that we are, because that's how people connect to us, that's how people find us, and that's why people often choose our services, because they identify with some part of us. And so the more personalized we can be in that, and the less stock images that there are, it's helpful.
Yeah, and I think the more you are able to be seen in your authentic self, the more people are attracted to you. Hence, then you have, like, you know, one over someone else that's doing exactly the same thing, but they're not showing themselves.
It's the energy. Like, people.
It's an
always have
energy thing. Yeah.
100%.
So,
any other things?
so images speak 1,000 words.
Exactly. So if you guys, so this is kind of our video for the kickoff intro. If you guys have questions, feel free to DM us. You can DM us at the New Antiquarians, or you can DM Lou at by Lou Stokes, and you can go on our website, thenewantiquarians.com, thenewantiquarians.net, thenewantiquarians.net. I'll put that right here. Thenewantiquarians.net, net. And then and we'll go from there. And so that's it.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Good to see you.
See you guys soon.
Ciao.